I just wanted to say that this is unprecedented. And I think it's a crisis in our country, and I'm just so very heartwarming to see that so many people are coming together to help out with each other, and I have just a very, very honored and privileged to be able to serve as a state assembly with my congressional leaders, with my governors and my colleagues, as well as the local county leaders, to first addressing the issue at the beginning to slow the spread of the virus, and also we're working on many procedures trying to minimize the damages to the people that our life got affected by this coronavirus, and we're working together trying to come up with a plan to bring recovery to our community, and I would just have to say that recover and bring the community to a new normal. It will be a little bit different than before the virus hit us, but we're working hard to make sure that we minimize any damages to the community, to your financial well-being, as well as your physical well-being. Thank you. Thank you.
So everyone be safe, wear a mask, keep yourself safe, and thank you to your community for everything that you've done for law enforcement and for our medical professionals in keeping us safe. Thank you so much for your generosity.
자, 오늘 저희 여기 그 BMC 찾아주시는 SF코리아 관계자님들 너무 감사드리고요. 어쨌든 한국 그 언론 매체로서 나와서 다른 그 커뮤니티에서 오늘 도네이션을 하는 거지만은 이런 걸 갖다 많이 커버를 해주셔서 조금이나마 그런 정성들이 모아져서 저희 우리 경찰 관계자들이나 의료에 종사하시는 그런 관계자분들이 더 많은 도움을 받아서 그만큼 또 저희가 도움을 받음으로써 또 우리 커뮤니티한테 더 잘할 수 있는 거고요. 서로를 갖다가 또 너무 도와주고, 그래서 안전하고 건강하게 살 수 있는 이제 그런 그 환경을 만들어주는 그런 게 너무 감사드리고요. 그래서 우리 저희 한국 커뮤니티 많이 계시잖아요. 좀 나와주셔가지고 많이 도와주십시오. 우리 경찰 관계자들이라 그래서 코로나 안 걸리는 거 아니고, 뭐 아시다시피 벌써 캘리포니아주에서 몇 분이 코로나에 걸려서 경찰들이 목숨을 잃었습니다. 그래서 저희 많이 도와주시고요. 그리고 하여튼 감사합니다.
Well, I just wanted to first of all thank all of you for helping out with a donation. Definitely a big appreciation to the frontline medical workers as well as the public safety personnel behind us. I know everybody is taking a lot of hit by this coronavirus. It impacts our community in so many different ways. You give a lot of stress, financial stress, mental health, mental stress, as well as the physical stress. But it's so heartwarming to see so many people, answer the call and coming out this morning to donate those very, very needed PPE for our frontline medical workers as well as the public safety workers. I just feel that I'm really honored and privileged to be able to serve with our congressional leaders, our governors, and my colleagues in the assembly, as well as many of the county leaders in this very difficult time, sitting at the table to draft policies to really contain the spread of the virus, and also help as much as we can for those people in need during this crisis. And we'll be continue working together to draft some policies to help our state, help our county to recover from this crisis sooner than later. Again, I want to thank all the people, the residents of Santa Clara for following our order of shelter in place and keeping the social distance. I think that really contribute very, very much to flattening the curve. Because when we started, we were expecting a spike in the hospital bed. We have definitely extended our hospital bed to make sure that we can accommodate at the peak of the coronavirus. And I'm happy to report that only about 30% of the facility that we have prepared for the worst case and are being utilized. So we've been able to do that. It's really, really to the credit to all the constituents here, all the residents here, to keep a social distance, to really be able to flattening the curve. So I want to again thank you very much for in this with all of us, and I'm sure that we will pull all of this together as well. Thank you. We have today we have a total of 70,150 surgical masks and 100,000 gloves, 400 surgical gowns, and 70 shields, and 30 bottles of sanitizers, and also the Bloom Catering USA will be offering free lunch boxes for all the public safety personnel. And we also received some monetary donation, and we have purchased the laser thermometer guns will be given out to the school district where they're still providing school meals for the children, and we wanted to make sure that every volunteer will get their temperature tested before they go to the school site and help out with the passing out the school meals. And with that, we have a list of organizations, and for the press, we have a list of organizations. And I'm not going to read them off at this point, but I would like to invite Frank Ouyang. Frank Ouyang is from the Hunan Benevolent Association to say a few words. Frank?
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Frank Ouyang, the president of the U.S. Hunan Association. What is Hunan? What is the association? Hunan actually is a province in South China. The Hunan Association is organized by a group of people originally, like me, came from Hunan. We're immigrants. We are Chinese Americans. We're citizens in U.S. But at this time,
around the world and throughout our nation, it's been very uplifting to see the brave responses of people in our communities. Most of all, I think it's very incredible that so many hospital workers and police officers are willing to put their duty and altruism above even their personal safety as they work to combat COVID-19 at its front lines. Despite the constant stress from our unpredictable circumstances, these people work day and night to help keep our community healthy, continuing to fight despite obstacles of PPE shortages. And
thank you for coming, and thank you for organizing this donation event. Our organization, CARE, Chinese American Responding Epidemic, was formed by top 8 of university alumni and 2 local groups. Our mission is to helping local healthcare workers and the community. During about 10 days, we raised about $80,000 and donate many of masks.
I'm not really one for words, just being here is kind of overwhelming, but I think that this sort of community during this kind of trying time is really important. Just being here and just feeling the support from everyone who's donated and here to help is just kind of touching. And I think that although the amount I donated may not be a lot in comparison or by comparison to others, I think that it represents 16 years of my New Year's money and other things. And I'm just really glad that it can go to somewhere useful. And I feel like I can really just be here proudly and then look at the community around me become stronger and become more unified as a result of this pandemic.
Here, I just prepare a very short message. It's a great honor to be here. I represent our alumni, two universities, Huazhong University of Science and Technology, Wuda University, and the California Hubei Friendship Society. So, being a normal person, every one of us is just very, very normal. It's a small unit of our community. We hear the news, we feel the eager from our heart to help, and we want to help. Being an individual, we often feel small and limited. However, being united,
Yeah, I'm here to represent the Zhejiang University Alumni Association in North America. And during this COVID pandemic, Zhejiang University alumni have reacted quickly to respond to the shortage of PPEs around the US. Yeah. So in the past month, Zhejiang University alumni has organized donating over $1 million worth of the PPEs to over 40 different hospitals all over the United States, including 300,000 N95.
And thank you everybody, and thank you everyone attending this big opportunity, and we can provide our support to our community. My name is Chen Ji from Bohong and also from Hebei Association. We donate more than 10,000 masks and gloves and glasses cover, and we want to keep to donation and support.
First of all, to all the organizations who have contributed here today, thank you. Today in law enforcement, we honored our public health workers, and we were here in force to thank them for what they do every day. The community has come out in all of Santa Clara County. Annie, especially to you, using your savings for 15 years to be able to buy surgical masks for law enforcement and public safety workers and public health workers. Thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed and appreciate all of the support from the community. So thank you on behalf of the men and women of the Sheriff's Office.
Gratitude. This is overwhelming. It's absolutely wonderful. And I need to tell you something from my heart, and I want to be a little bit blunt about this, okay? On this box it says, "This is painful, but together we can get through it." It also says, "God bless America."
Yes.
I want you to be very clear, anyone watching this, who still is calling COVID-19 anything other than COVID-19 and scapegoating any community having anything to do with this outbreak. I want to tell you something very important. That attitude has absolutely no place here. All week long, all month long, every day, I've been signing stacks and stacks of thank you letters. Every donor today will get a letter hand signed by me in gratitude for what you're doing to help our first responders and the patients that they take care of. And all week long, every day, most of the letters I'm signing, most of them, are from people who have a Chinese or Chinese American or other Asian American last name. We have never seen this outpouring before from our Chinese communities and from the Asian communities around us. So anyone who has an attitude that says that this is anything other than all of us together fighting, we have no place for that attitude, and we are proving it every single day here at the VMC Foundation that we are all in this together, and that this community and Assemblymember Kansen Chu, thank you so much for bringing this community together to help us fight, because we will win and we will look back with our heads held high. Thank you so much.
I just one more ask, if any party have donated more than $5,000. I have a form that I'll please ask you to sign it. I have to report it to the state government as a regulation. So with that, thank you very much for coming. And I know this is really just a down payment. I have another 40,000 masks, a pledge. And once we got it, we'll drop it off to the VMC Foundation. Thank you. Thank you for coming. All right.